Brothers and sisters, greetings. What is up? Welcome back to yet another one from us. We're trusting, hoping, and believing that all is well with you. Brothers and sisters, we have a big problem. Well, I should call it another problem.
Yeah.
A bigger one this time around, because the people that we trusted would come to Africa, help us develop our continent, seems like they are now starting to become a problem. Why am I saying this? Chinese people have been found in possession with $800,000 and some gold and silver, our own minerals in their possession, looting these minerals, taking them to their country. This is in Congo, a country that everybody out there knows that is poor. Is Congo really poor?
The people are very poor. They are at war. Like the M23, I know it's advancing towards, I know the northeastern Goma and all that. It's at war. We have talked about child labor in Congo, all that. Now, it's the Chinese with 800,000 plus. Then you remember the Angola Lobito corridor.
Yes.
We saw the president there signing a contract so that the
They will be
US can
working with
access
them.
the... My goodness.
Money laundering in a country where people can't afford basic needs.
Now, what is happening today?
Chinese nationals in possession of $800,000 arrested in DRC for illegal gold mining, governor of the South Kivu province says. 3 Chinese nationals were arrested in Walungu territory, South Kivu, Democratic Republic of Congo, for illegal mining and attempted mineral export to a neighboring country, Jean-Jacques Purusi told a briefing. We received operational information that gold mined in the province was being illegally exported abroad. As soon as we received this information, we organized an operation, the official said. According to Purusi, the authorities intercepted the criminals' vehicles, discovering gold and silver ingots, along with nearly $800,000. We searched the car, nothing. We looked everywhere, nothing. Finally, we took the seats apart, and that's when we found 12 bars of gold and almost $800,000. It should be noted that this represents a tenth of their loot, Purusi added. The authorities confiscated the stolen gold and currency, which were later presented to journalists at the governor's briefing. This is reportedly the second detention of Chinese nationals in South Kivu in almost 3 weeks, on suspicion of involvement in illegal gold mining, and the governor expressed concern over previous cases where the suspects were extradited without local authorities' knowledge. Corruption will be the end of Africa.
This one thing, it's South Kivu.
Mm-hmm.
That is the south of Kivu. Now you know that is the area where you find war. That is number one. Number two, these people are working cahoots with the politicians and some politicians. That is why they are being extradited without nothing is being done. They are just being released. Another thing, the governor is saying that this is a tenth
of what they loot,
of what they steal. That is what is happening in Africa. And you fight someone like the president, Tshisekedi. He's okay. He doesn't even care. He's eating merry. He goes to France. He goes to wherever. But their own resources have been taken away. Imagine where could Congo be if they had someone like Brent Traore.
This is reportedly the second detention of Chinese nationals in South Kivu in almost 3 weeks. Just 3 weeks. This is less than a month.
Yeah. We know Chinese usually do that. Even when they are building roads, there's been reports that these guys, when they find mineral, when you are cutting and feeding, sometimes you cut, you find
you discover
minerals. You find, of course they know them. They just carry the rocks. How will you know that this is not minerals? They carry and they are good. It's gold. They pay themselves and all that.
These guys know better.
But this
they
is
know
illegal
Africa
mining
better than us, because some minerals might not even be disclosed to the government or by the government to the people. And these guys in their constructions and digging and investigating our soils, they might know a lot than we know as an African people. And for us to trust them with everything that we have, You know, the problem is that most of the engineers that these people work with are their own engineers. Africans are usually laborers, just the small
And if there's
jobs.
usually a chief engineer and some engineers which the government of the country provides. But imagine this is 10%. That means there's a long list of people with the 90%. Maybe the engineers are part of it.
Of course.
Yeah, that is now the reason why, Africa, we have a problem. I wish there was transparency and there's someone who's very, very who has a very high level of integrity who follows these guys when they're coming to Africa to work. But our governments don't care. They just sign shitty deals and
This is 800,000 cash.
10%.
$800,000. And you've just disclosed that it's an area where war zone, really.
Yeah.
And you find that, well, judging from the allegations that we always hear from Niger and Burkina Faso and Mali, these people are usually paid, the terrorists are usually paid to destabilize this area so that mining activities can go on. Now we'll start even thinking that or alleging that even the Chinese are doing the same, because why would you be moving around with $800,000 if you don't have to use it somewhere to pay some people? Yeah, so probably they are using the money to go and give their few people on the ground to continue doing their work as they continue doing the illegal mining, because why would you be getting all of that money if you don't need to pay people on the ground? I mean, hey, a lot needs to be investigated about these Chinese people, but we've always said that, China has been a good friend for Africa, but we should not allow them to go as further as digging our soils and carrying our soils. That is too much. It's way too much. And I think for us, we should be learning the skills other than bringing them to do skills transfer. Go to China, learn, come back and do it.
Maybe we can have a road being built. You put your engineers together with them.
Exactly.
They build. Then when the project is finished, you tell your engineers, you worked with them. Here are the machines. Go build that road as good as this one.
Yeah, or have a few Chinese engineers coming to supervise on the ground and go back once the work is done. But have our own engineers do the work on the ground, because why do we need their machinery? Why do we need their human resource? Why do we need everything from them when
the
we
problem
the same
is
people?
The contract that is signed there. Like this country signs with China, and China says it's my engineers, because they are also looking for employment for
their people.
So it says it's my people. If it's cement or whatever, some are being made in China and being shipped here. So they create employment. If it's steel, we'll be getting from our country. So that's what happens. So we need to sign good contract. That's what I would say. I mean, we need to read through and say we do not accept this. We want skills transfer. Yeah. So guys, let us know what you think in the comment section. If you'd like to support us, we still have Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. We also have super chat and super thanks in YouTube, and also subscribe if you haven't. Share this video, like. We'll see you in our next one.
Bye.
Bye.